Hello, Masha Jam fans, and welcome back to the Road to World Finals podcast. I'm Ryan Zielsdorf.
I'm Kyle Rahlfs.
And I'm Ethan Jones.
Get ready, because we're taking another step closer on the Road to World Finals. Hello, guys, and welcome back. Another amazing week of Monster Jam. Quite possibly the greatest weekend of Monster Jam we've had so far this season. And we're not going to delay at all, and we're going to jump right in to the week number 5 shows for you. Arena Series Central was in Belmont Park, New York. Brand new show at UBS Arena. Friday night, we had timed racing at the event. Your racing winners, Zach Garner Wildside, Two Wheel Skills, Elvis Linez El Toro Loco. Donuts was Elvis Linez El Toro Loco. Freestyle, Blake Granger Max D. And your overall was Elvis Linez and El Toro Loco, climbing up to Kristen Anderson. Saturday afternoon, Elvis Linez El Toro Loco takes racing. Two Wheel Skills, Blake Granger Max D. Donuts, Zach Garner Wildside. Freestyle, Blake Granger Max D. And your overall, Zach Garner and Wildside. You'll love to see that. Saturday night, so. Blake Granger Max D takes racing. Two Wheel Skills, Blake Granger Max D. Donuts, Tony Oaks, Soldier Fortune, Black Ops. Freestyle was Blake Granger Max D. And your overall, obviously, Blake Granger and Max D. And Sunday afternoon, Elvis came out hot, who took the racing win. Two Wheel Skills was Tony Oaks and Soldier Fortune, Black Ops, which is a very underrated skills driver who we don't always see win. But we love to see him in that spot. Donuts was Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. Freestyle, Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. And your overall was Tony Oaks and Soldier Fortune, Black Ops. But still holding the lead going into the next week is Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. Next, going to Arena Series West in Fargo, North Dakota at Fargo Dome for only 2 shows on Saturday. If you didn't check the social media or if you don't follow Tristan England on Instagram, you missed that whole fiasco. Tristan England barely making it to the show. Well, not really. He arrived in Fargo at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And didn't get time to practice and had to be up early for that pit party. So very much of a whirlwind of a weekend for Tristan England. And Saturday afternoon got action started. Your racing winner, Brandon Vincent, Gravedigger. Two Wheel Skills, Brandon Vincent, Gravedigger. Donuts was Bernard Light and Megalodon. And your freestyle winner, Brandon Vincent and Gravedigger. Overall, Brandon Vincent and Gravedigger. Racing, none other, Brandon Vincent and Gravedigger. Two Wheel Skills, Brandon Vincent and Gravedigger. Donuts was Travis Mowry and Rockwell Red. Freestyle, Tristan England and Earthshaker. And your overall, Brandon Vincent and Gravedigger. And Brandon is on a roll. Don't see him stopping anytime soon. He is still your.
Let's go, Brandon.
Going into week
listen. Let's go Miranda Kozad for getting to attempt and landing her first ever career backflip.
And still not winning freestyle. I never thought there'd ever be a day.
I don't know.
Never thought there'd be a day.
I'll have him to you.
Arena Series East went to Providence, Rhode Island to Dunkin' Donuts Center for 4 shows. Your freestyle, or Your Friday night winner for racing, Cody Saucier and Dragon. Two-wheel skills, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Donuts was Weston Anderson and Gravedigger. Freestyle was Cody Saucier and Dragon. Overall, Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. Your Saturday afternoon show, racing, Cody Saucier and Dragon. Two-wheel skills, Weston Anderson and Gravedigger. He also picks up that donut win. And the overall, but your freestyle winner was Cody Saucier and Dragon. So just a Cody and Weston shootout on Saturday afternoon. Saturday night, racing went to Cody Saucier and Dragon, looking bad fast in his new ride this year. Two-wheel skills, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Donuts, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Freestyle, Brianna Mahan and Whiplash. And your overall, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Sunday afternoon, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco takes racing and skills. Donuts was Weston Anderson and Gravedigger. Freestyle, Cody Saucier and Dragon. And your overall winner, Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. Cody still holding strong at the top of the leaderboards, your current series points leader going into week number 6 in that position he has held since week number 1. Crazy to see that Dragon staying so high at the top. Weston and Armando are coming for him, and I think Armando's reign to the top is coming very, very soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Stadium Tour Red headed to home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium, Tampa, Florida, for 2 shows. Saturday night, start off with your racing winner, Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. Skills was Mark List and El Toro Loco, although many people thought it should have been Todd LeDuc and Blue Thunder, who unusually enough has been getting snubbed with scoring this year, which is very odd to see.
Bad.
You got to think maybe it's something to do with him being in Blue Thunder, not Monster Energy, but not too sure. Freestyle, picking up her first freestyle win of the year. Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer, somebody that I thought was going to get a freestyle win much earlier. But that truck really has her on a leash and not letting her do a whole lot. Finally getting to land her first backflip this weekend, get that freestyle win. And your overall went to Adam Anderson and Gravedigger for the Saturday night show. Sunday, racing goes to Todd LeDuc and Blue Thunder, making it to the final round of racing both days, but finally getting that racing win on Sunday. Skills, an unusual winner. Ryan Disharoon and Saigon Shaker with a phenomenal moonwalk and a bicycle. Well, I guess it wasn't really a moonwalk. It was more of a nose wheelie. But your freestyle winner, Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken. If you watched the Monster Jam update, you were reminded that Matt Pagliarulo in 2020 won freestyle. And now we got Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken winning freestyle. So the Pag boys are showing out in their home state. You love to see that.
Yeah, that's right.
Overall, Todd LeDuc and Blue Thunder back and climbing up towards Tom Mintz and Adam Anderson. But Adam still is your series leader going into week number 6. Final show of the weekend. Yep. Yeah. Tom and Adam had very interesting weekends that we will get to. But Adam still remains, I think, by 5 points. Stadium Series Yellow, Houston, Texas, NRG Stadium. The second weekend that they have been there, but this time 2 shows. Saturday night, Ryan takes racing. He takes skills and the overall, but the freestyle winner, get a little Chucky dance. Charlie Pocket and Monster Mutt with a nice consecutive backflip in freestyle. Sunday show, Ryan Anderson comes out, wins racing again, but the rest of the show was all Meninga. Tyler wins skills, freestyle, and overall, and getting the near perfect show from Tyler. But
the 2 best freestyles of the season from both of them. I don't care what anyone says. The air that they got was absolutely insane. Literally, my people up in the nosebleeds were almost on the same level as them.
I'm telling you, they started Digger Airlines, and I will buy a ticket for them any day because
I was gonna say my peeps that were up in the nosebleeds were literally like it almost felt like that they were like on like the first row, like floor level seats.
I'm sure there was somebody up there that's like, stop! You almost made me drop my croissant because they were terrified that somebody was coming up into their level. You don't ever get to see that.
That was some scary air too.
Again, it makes me sad that we didn't get to see Tyler and Ryan in St. Louis. But you know what? That's all in the past. So let's start talking about that. We already started talking about it, but let's talk a little bit more in depth for each individual person here from what you saw from this past week. Kyle, what did you see? I know you got Adam Anderson behind you. Was there a certain moment from Tampa you liked, or what other shows did you enjoy watching this weekend?
Yeah, so I mean, I think we all kind of like focus and talk a little bit more on one specific show. And yeah, since I'm first, and I'll talk about Tampa. Tampa was interesting, like you said. The weather made it interesting. The weather played a role, but Tom and Adam, I think, what did we discuss the other night? One of them finished last in the freestyle, I think, one day, and then the other did the second day, I think.
Yeah, Adam finished last in freestyle Sunday. Tom was Saturday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely not something you expect to see out of those two, but Tampa was a very interesting weekend, to say the least. I think we had a lot of drivers on Stadium Series Red. It seemed like they're finally getting, a little more used to the track, a little more used to their truck, and it seems like they're all finally getting more in their element. I wish that would have happened in St. Louis, and that would have been that weekend that they got in their element. But we still got a good show on Sunday, so I'll take it. Kobe. No, I'm just but anyways, we're heading back to Tampa. But yeah, Tampa was an interesting weekend. On Sunday we saw 2 independents take home not only a skills win, but the freestyle win as well. And, those aren't really, no offense to the independents, but with the way the fan judging has been this year, you would not expect to see an independent win not only a skills competition, but also a freestyle. So good seeing Ryan Disharoon and Nick Pags winning, those 2 competitions. I'm definitely happy for them. And I got my hot take right again this week.
Yes, sir.
From last week, I got Todd LeDuc win overall. My double down was that he'd win it Saturday night, but I get a 50%. Nah, maybe a little bit more. Maybe a pinch.
You lost, loser.
Maybe a passing rate. But yeah, Tampa was a great weekend of actually, it provided plenty of moments. We saw some insane hang time. Some serious elevation homes, to be exact, thanks to Scott Douglas. But I wish he would have been there commentating that show, because I would love to see, there's just some of those shows you would like to see some old announcers come back and commentate, and I think Tampa definitely would be a good show to have Scott Douglas commentate on, because the air and the wow factors and just all the moments from Tampa were absolutely off the charts, and Adam Anderson had some insane moments in the weekend as well.
I'm telling you what, man, if Scott Douglas came and commentated World Finals, and oh man, I would lose my mind. That would be so awesome.
I'd have goosebumps the entire event.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. But it would be really weird. Like you would have Scott Douglas's voice and like that, just that nostalgic feeling, and be like, "What a great run from Elvis Linez and El Toro."
Yes.
Like that would just be so weird. But yeah, I'm going to kick it to you now, Ethan. What did you see from this weekend that you enjoyed? And was there a certain show in particular that was your favorite?
No, I'm just kidding. I liked Tampa's 2 shows more. It seems like the last couple of weeks, and this is just my personal opinion, seems like Yellow is slacking and slowly falling on the
I feel like Ryan and Tyler are carrying that tour right now.
Yeah, it's literally just, it seems like it's literally just between Pauken, Ryan, and Tyler. It seems like those 3 are just carrying the tour, and I thought it would be all around a great tour and everyone would do good and have their moments, but it just seems like everyone's slacker right now, and it seems like everyone's still going through truck gremlins and stuff Team Throttle Monster, and then it seems like Jim is going through a bunch of stuff. Corey's doing good. It's just everything that he's doing, he's going out so early for, especially all the moments that he does in freestyle, he's going out way too early and he's not getting a high enough score. Going along with, I don't remember who said it, but with the whole Andy's getting kind of, screwed over in scoring by the fans. But moving away from that, I honestly think Tampa, I mean, maybe even both, maybe hold, maybe top 3, top 2 show of the year so far. Just the weekend overall, just because of everything that happened. Because of so many wow moments, so many unexpected moments and stuff that happened. From Houston, the only moments that I actually seen that I really liked was Pauken's over-rotated backflip, consecutive save backflip. And then Ryan and Tyler's 2 freestyles on Sunday where they just freaking launched those suckers in the air. And then there were too many moments from Tampa, but just Adams' 2 hits and free solo on Sunday, the absolute sins. And then him getting so frustrated and so mad because the entire EFI screen fell out of the truck.
Oh, he was ticked.
And apparently I found out that whenever that happens, you have to completely rewire the entire truck. And I heard that takes way too long. So
my gosh.
So yeah, so Adam didn't have the freestyle that he wanted.
He was definitely ticked.
Oh yeah, I heard that he was mad. He was throwing his helmet and getting all pissed off and all that stuff. But he goes out first. So he goes out first in freestyle on Saturday in Minneapolis. So and I'm hoping that he has good luck because it seems like the last 2 years he's had bad luck, at least in the first quarter shows. At least I think it's in the first quarter shows, unless I'm thinking of someone else. But hopefully he actually does good to where he doesn't have to go out and do an encore like he did last time. But
yeah.
But yeah, Tampa was good. I solidly think the weekend overall holds potentially show of the year so far.
I agree.
Yeah, 100%.
So far we're only like 7 weeks into the season. Well, going into week 7 or week 6, I think. But right now, I think Tampa's weekend overall holds show of the year, and that literally could change literally this weekend. So
yeah,
that's what I'm saying right now.
Definitely.
Tampa 2, man. Tampa 2 is crazy, and it's gonna be
there were too many things that happened in show 2. So many.
Even in Adams' run when it got cut short, he had like one of the saves of the night. I mean,
I know. So many people are sleeping on it.
Talking about people sleeping, nobody is talking about Tom Mentz's save. I mean,
I know.
Like, oh my God, I completely forgot.
Like, literally, how did the officials let him do that, dude? I thought they were like, oh, he's getting shut off, and then he just, whoa, just pulls the truck back. I didn't even know they were going to let trucks do that anymore. But that was awesome to see that. But yeah, I don't know why, but for me personally, I feel like Yellow, even these weeks that they've been struggling, has been more entertaining, like, going through the shows. Like, it's like, I don't know what it is about Yellow, but I feel the drivers on Yellow are more of a question mark than when you go and do these Red shows. Like, you go into Red, you kind of know really what every driver is going to do. And even though you know every show, you're pretty much going to get a Jim Kohler mini flip and, you know, Ryan and Adam are going to go crazy. You don't know what they're going to do, and you don't know how it's going to, like, the truck's going to react and everything. So I really have enjoyed watching Yellow, I think, more this season than Red, which is very odd. But to be fair, Tyler and Ryan are my 2 favorite drivers, and they're not on my Red tour. So I've enjoyed watching Yellow. But moving on now, we're going to skip over fantasy this week because we've all had our shares of sickness this week, and we haven't had a whole lot of time to get things done, and we still have homework left to do for the week. So we're just going to skip on past that, and another reason we're skipping over it is because Max beat us this week again. So who needs to talk about
Kyle got clapped again. That's why.
Ethan lost by 4 points. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. So we're going to move along past all that, and we're going to head down to this next weekend of shows, starting off with Arena Series Central going to Pittsburgh, PA at PPG Paints Arena for 4 shows. That'll be fun to watch. Denver, Colorado for Arena Series West Ball Arena for 4 shows. Finally, Lonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball, LiAngelo, whatever ball, whatever LeVar, whatever ball person you enjoy, take it there. 4 shows. Good to see West back and with so many shows. And then East has an off week this week. No shows for them. Minneapolis, Minnesota for Stadium Series Red at US Bank Stadium for 2 shows. And then Glendale, Arizona, Yellow State Farm Stadium, 1 show for them. I was really hoping Glendale was going to get 2 shows. Glendale's always a good show that we love to watch with such a big floor. So I'm hoping that later this year we get more Glendale shows.
Damn you, Monster Jam.
I always love watching Glendale. But I personally have a free Saturday. I usually don't have Saturdays free, but I get a Saturday free. So I'm going to be watching some Monster Jam this weekend. and I'm super excited about that. So we're going to take turns.
Yes, sir.
One driver each, or one show
He
each.
said one driver.
Not one driver. One show each. Let's go through and say what show we're most looking forward to for this upcoming week. Kyle, I'm going to send you first. What show are you most looking forward to for this upcoming week?
Yeah, so I'm going to say the show that I'm most looking forward to is the first Minneapolis show, and it's more so the freestyle competition, because I was just looking at the finishing order from Tampa on Sunday in freestyle. And, man, this freestyle competition in Minneapolis won. The order is going to be very interesting. We're going to have Adam out first, then Matty Pags, then Mark List, and then Bryce. And then after that it goes Jamie Cole, Ryan Disharoon, Todd, John Gordon, Cynthia, Tom, and then Nick Pags. So I am definitely looking forward to Minneapolis one, because that is, I think, one of the most unique freestylers I think we've seen so far on Red. You know, St. Louis one kind of had a little bit of an interesting order, but I think this definitely beats that without a doubt, because, well, maybe it's because the Tampa fans actually know how to judge. They actually know how to judge independence.
Tampa has certainly seen a lot of shows, a lot of good shows in the past, and with, I think, Pags being from Florida, that certainly helped a little bit too. Ethan, what show this weekend are you looking forward to observing with your eyeballs?
None of them. I'm not looking forward to any of them.
I agree.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding.
Okay. All right.
Is it bad that I don't remember what shows are this week? Oh, they're right in front of my face.
Hey, we're falling apart, man. It's end of the week.
Listen. Whenever you're editing this, I'm gonna need you to put like a face palm or like a
post
something like that. Well, I'm looking forward to the 2 stadium shows. One, I'm actually looking forward to Yellow for once, since after like week 2 or week 1, because they actually have the extended track.
Woohoo!
The extended track, the extended part is not as cool as it usually is, but I mean it's still 4 extra ramps. We could see some sends, so I'm kind of scared. With after what Ryan and Tyler did literally last weekend, I'm really scared. And then I'm looking forward to Minneapolis, because I think this is the first show in, well, like 2.5 years.
Yeah,
something like that.
2.5.
Usually the first quarter shows are not the best, but it's always the December shows that are always off the charts.
Yeah.
And a lot of drivers that are actually on this, that are going to Minneapolis this weekend, I want to say we're actually at the 2019. No. Oh, they were there in 2020. I'm thinking of 2019.
One thing I remember from 2020 in Mini was Brad Allen Mini flipping skills. Yeah.
But a lot of the drivers that are returning to Mini were actually in Minneapolis the last time that they were there for the Red Tour. So I'm sure a lot of them are going to redeem themselves, because that event wasn't that good. A lot of people were breaking or rolling over early.
Last time they were in Mini,
like it's
didn't Todd LeDuc do the backflip off the side of the backflip ramp? Was that Mini? I think that was Minneapolis. I think it was like the last show of the year, and that's when Brodozer almost did the consecutive back or the double backflip.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, 2019. Yeah. But I mean, Minneapolis has a good sized floor, so I'm actually excited to see what everyone does, especially coming off of somewhat. I mean, for a lot of drivers, for some drivers, it was a bad weekend, and then some it was good. So I'm actually excited to see, to see what everyone can do. And I know this I remember saying it, and I hate myself for saying it, because that's just the person that I am. But whenever I see something at first, until it's like in person, I say I don't like it. But I think I really love this red track, especially for skills and freestyle.
Yeah.
The berm, I know people are gonna hate me for saying it, but the paperclip, I hate saying it. I don't know why that's. I don't know why the hell that's even a track name, but the paperclip, that track is cool for racing. But for skills and freestyle, it's, I like the red track because you get more of a height off, you get more distance and height off jumps. But on the yellow track, you get more distance, and there's only really one ramp on the track you can get high air off of. But I love the red track, and I'm just excited for both stadium shows this weekend. So that's my input.
Me as well. I'm excited to watch the shows from the stadiums, but I'm really excited to watch the points race on Central this weekend because I think Kristen could quite possibly fall from the top spot. But I'm not going to make that a hot take because last time I did that, it didn't work. So
He said it didn't work.
moving down now, we actually are heading into our final segment of the podcast. We're having a shorter episode this week because due to time constraints from what we've had, just a horrendous week
Them
of
brothers
both.
busy.
Just a busy week, schoolwork, being sick, and not really having time to upload. Yeah, it was just down with the sickness, and it was just not a super great week for us. But we're still bringing you the content.
We did not want to leave you guys. We did not want to leave you guys without an episode.
Yeah.
We were somewhat thinking about it, but we all talked today. And we're not leaving you guys without an episode. We couldn't, not at all.
Adam agrees.
We don't care if the quality's bad. We just want to put something out for you to see. But going into our final segment, which feels really weird that we actually have a podcast. Think of how far we've come. We had a podcast at one point that was over 3 hours long, and here we are fighting for 30 minutes on a podcast. But
we were up until, like 2 in the morning?
We don't talk about it. That was a drift. That was a horrible night.
That was awful, and I am never doing it again. I'm never doing that again. Hell no. I was so tired.
We literally joked about if that episode would not have saved or it wouldn't have like if we would have lost it somehow.
Oh my god.
We would not have done this podcast. Like it was
we would not be here.
It was so miserable. We were like, we're not doing that. There's no way we're doing that again. So
I would have opted out of the podcast crew. Y'all could have found someone else.
Opt out.
Because you can't opt.
My ass would be in bed right now.
You can't opt out if the creator would have deleted it. You know. But we're gonna go into our final segment here, the driver spotlights. Not an arena and stadium driver to watch this week. Partially with East being out and trying to shorten and condense the episode so I can upload it quicker. We're going to just do a one driver to watch for the week. So, Ethan, this time I'm going to kick it to you first. Who is your driver to watch this week?
Elvis Linus. Why? Because he's going to kick Chris Anderson's ass out of that lead.
Oh my!
Set blank. Next person.
I hope so.
He said next person.
No, I'm just kidding. I love Chris, and I really do. But I feel like with Elvis, he's actually coming out here and taking names and taking wins a lot sooner than I thought he would have. With this stuff that he's gone through this season. But it honestly doesn't surprise me because Elvis has grown as a driver in the last 3 years that he's driven a monster truck. So I think this weekend he's either going to take the lead or he's gonna still be in second by, I'd say, within maybe 5 to 7 points. But if he takes the lead, I'd say he'd be over by 10. So
because Elvis, if he wins this tour, and as of right now, he has not done a backflip. That would be pretty impressive because you have three people on this tour that have done backflips so far. You have Kristen, Blake, and Tony, who are regularly doing backflips now.
Yeah.
And
I think Elvis will hit a backflip this season. I just think it will be somewhat later in the season before World Finals. I would say within the last 4 to 5 weekends, one of those shows, I guarantee you Elvis will hit a mini flip. At least I hope.
I mean, no disrespect to Kristen at all, but I really hope Elvis wins this tour because I think Elvis is of that contending people that I think will get in the World Finals from that place, Kristen and Blake. I think Elvis has the least likely shot, especially with people like Armando Castro and Mark List with much more higher probability of getting into the World Finals than that El Toro Loco truck. I don't think they would have 3, especially not with Elvis in that lineup. So if he could win the tour, I think Kristen's already got a pretty high chance of getting in. Blake, probably almost higher chance than Kristen because
pretty high chance.
Unless if Blake doesn't make it, that's only one Max D in the World Finals, and I don't really see that happening.
Oh, I want to see Mark make World Finals, but just with the truck problems that he's had the last few weekends, at least in the points events that he's had.
Yeah.
He's had a bunch of truck problems, and that's not Mark. That's not Mark's fault. That's not his crew guy's fault. It's just this is how monster trucks are. But I'm hoping that his truck can quit being a baby and quit braking, so Mark can actually go out there and do what he did in San Antonio, because that was badass.
Oh, bless me, Tyler Menninga's truck. Okay, so Kyle, I'm gonna kick it to you now. What is your driver to watch for this week?
Tristan Inglande.
Oh.
But yeah. Anyways, it's gonna be Tristan for this weekend. I mean, I think with 4 shows in Denver, I think it's finally Tristan's time. Brandon's been on fire, but I think it might be that time finally that Tristan catches Brandon. And I have a good feeling there being 4 shows this week. Because with Fargo last week, and he only had 2 shows. I mean, really, you're what are you gonna gain there? Like, serious, like.
And the brother was sleep deprived. He was sleep deprived.
Exactly. Yeah, you're not gonna gain much out of 2 shows, especially. No offense, but when you're going up against literally it's Brandon and then 2 tall Travis Mowry and like Moran, you're not gonna gain much that way when there's only 2 shows. But I think with 4 shows this week, and I definitely think that there's a good chance that having a 4-show weekend again will help him out and give him a little points boost that he needs.
I sure hope so. Realistically, if Brandon has truck problems at any point this season, Tristan could easily climb back into that spot. But as of right now, Brandon is controlling that tour. But for me, the driver to watch this week, he's currently sitting 4th place, tied for 4th, I should say, on Stadium Series Yellow. I'm going Camden Murphy, Bakugan Dragonoid. He has not quite yet found his stride in winning success, but to be fair, it's kind of hard to find your stride when you have Tyler Menninga and Ryan Anderson on your tour, taking win after win after win after win after win after win. And I think Camden, having 1 show in Glendale, I think he's going to let it all out onto the floor.
It was also his comeback show last season, and he did great with having half of a truck.
And I think he's ready to be back. And he's definitely going to be somebody to watch this weekend. Wow, this feels weird to conclude the episode like this, but thank you guys for joining us. We promise that next week we will have a little bit longer episode with a little bit more editing to it. But this week we just wanted to keep the content rolling, stay on track, and not miss a week. So bear with us for this week, but we got the content out to you. So we will be back next week for some more Monster Jam action and in traditional podcast fashion. Thank you for joining us as we all took another step closer on the road to World Finals 21. See you guys next time.
Sire!
Sire!